Kahalau Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Kadash. Double honors to the pastors at Great Millstone. Salute to brothers teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. All this AI, dystopian, the grid system, the technology is going to lead to people getting chipped with the mark of the beast, which is an RFID chip. What I want to do here is they've got this robot out called G1 Humanoid. They're selling for about, from what I've seen, 5,900. I'm going to play this fair use AI Revolution channel, and we'll just see. We'll tie it in with prophecy here. So let's look, and they're using AI even to do the videos. Here's a news report on it. Unitary R1 humanoid robot. So let's go. Let's see what it's saying.
All right, so something big just dropped in robotics. Unitree, the Chinese company known for its G1 humanoid and those fast AI robot dogs, just launched a full-size humanoid robot called the R1. And it comes in at just $5,900, which is unheard of for a humanoid. Not five figures, not research-only access. This thing is actually available for regular people. You can just go online and order it. That's a massive deal, so let's talk about it. Now let's start with what this robot actually does. The R1 isn't some flimsy demo bot that barely moves unless it's plugged into a lab wall. It walks, runs, balances, does cartwheels, flips onto its hands, and even throws in a kung fu kick if you ask nicely. And no, it's not controlled with complex scripts or hard coding. It uses real-time AI-powered voice recognition, has built-in cameras for visual input, and can hold basic conversations. There's even a remote control, so if it starts acting weird or a little too confident, you can shut it down instantly. And it's not small either. The R1 stands at 165 centimeters tall, about 5'5", and weighs 25 kilograms, or 55 pounds, so yeah, roughly the size of a teenager, but don't let that fool you. This isn't some lightweight toy. It's built...
Even the person using this video is using... But look at what's going on. So when you see in the films and even iRobot, let's just say iRobot. Let's put in iRobot with Will Smith, right? Okay. Will Smith, entanglements. They didn't put in iRobot. Okay, it looks just like that. 2004. Okay, what was the plot? Set in Chicago in 2035, highly intelligent robots fill public service positions throughout the world, operating under the three laws of robotics. So this is what's coming. Don't even need you to do any jobs. There's all types of videos coming out on robots doing this, doing that, picking fruit. You know, when they go out and they pick it, you know, they got these Mexicans doing shit. They got videos of robot machine with robots do that. And there's all sorts of other stuff that was talking about. You know, my memory, I forgot what it was, but all sorts of stuff like that. So check this. The film is set in Chicago in 2035. Highly intelligent robots fill public service positions throughout the world, operating under the three laws of robotics to keep humans safe. So that's part of this depopulation agenda. Let's look up that. We did something on that and just going, oh no, I don't mean that. Okay, we've got the UN come up. World Population Plan of Action. Transforming our world for sustainable development. the Georgia Guidestones. And it comes out of their mouths, you know, all these leaders and stuff of who, F, and all that. I could show all that. But we're just showing you something here that to replace you humans with these robots, and the humans that are left are going to be chipped. That's the plan, right?
Built with serious industrial grade components, and it shows. Every part of it, from the actuators to the outer frame, is designed for strength, precision, and flexibility. Flipping midair or popping back up after a fall. That kind of mobility comes from having 26 degrees of freedom, basically 26 fully functional joints distributed across its body. You've got movement in the ankles, knees, hips, waist, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, all individually controllable, which gives the robot a full range of motion that's eerily human. This is what allows it to pull off fluid movements instead of clunky, rigid motions you usually see.
If y'all think that they ain't got these things, man, you tripping. They already got these things where we're developing now. When they show you tech, they're already ahead. Wait, let's go back to this iRobot thing. Hey there, let's go. So I remember the robots. I can't even remember the plot, man. Watched it loads of times, but robots were out to get him. That's what happened when the robots. That's what AI. This isn't all. This is part of is an enslavement of people and humanity. This is what it is. The AI and all that is it's Satan enslaving you. Let's get a couple of scriptures out right quick. Let's get Psalms. Two and one. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Right, it's a vain plan. It's a vain plans that these, especially these elites, Illuminati, international bankers have got going on. You know, to enslave humanity, depopulation, kill most of the people on the planet, kill you tribes. Because they need to get rid of Jacob if they want Esau to you know, they know what we represent. We represent the kingdom of heaven, so they can't have us there. It says the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together, your top elites, and you got their organizations and you got corporations and stuff like that, which you just seen some false flag happen at one of them. It says rulers take counsel together against the Lord and his anointed and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So they've got all these plans against the Lord's anointed. That's why when things like that happen at that Blackstone, we know that we've seen 6s and 33rd, 33. You know, we know what, you know, we really know what's going on behind these things. So it's plans and schemes to actually eradicate, exterminate you tribes. So this is and you gotta understand this, man. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Right, so he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. So pretty much their plan ain't gonna come to pass now. They are gonna actually get, because when it's about to fill his belly, they are gonna get certain. They're gonna chip everybody that needs to be chipped. They're gonna exterminate a lot of people on the planet. You know, you got the chaos, the wars, the diseases, and people rebel against them. You know, it's gonna be because people ain't really following status quo. There's gonna be all sorts of chaos going on. But people ain't gonna be. People are gonna defect. Factions, people not obeying the government, people saying, you know, F you guys. There's gonna be all sorts going on here. Then shall he speak to them in his wrath, and vex them in his sword his pleasure. Yet I have set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. So let's go back here, right? Let's go back to this.
And budget bots. In Unitree's own demos, the R1 is shown doing handstands, cartwheels, fast directional changes, and recovering from falls without external help. And these aren't pre-scripted animations. It's doing this dynamically with real-time motor feedback and balance control. That level of agility comes down to custom direct drive actuators developed in-house by Unitree, which allow for fast, accurate torque control without wasting energy or overheating. Powering all this is a lithium battery that gives you about one.
So these killer robots, death robots, what's Terminator, you know, the drones and all that. You know, they got that, what, in Metal Gear Solid, the drones flying over people and shit like that. You know, and that was like a military thing. So they've already had this, all this technology in the military. They've already got it. War technology, advanced tech. They're just going to show you what they got. You think they ain't got advanced tech that they're using in the military and shit like that? Of course. They've had weapons where they can see through your house and all that. They've already done that. So, you know, this is some real shit. So, you know what, let me play on.
1 hour of runtime per charge. It's not ideal if you're expecting 8-hour workdays out of your humanoid, but for this price range.
I want to get this scripture when he's about to fill his belly. I think it's Job 19. Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So in the fullness of his sufficiency. And he's trying to get a technological control grid of New World Order, as we know, the AI. And if with the tech, so to chip everybody, you can track, chipped, traced, tracked. Every time there's an outbreak, they go track and trace. And then they're using the phone apps to track people. They would know who's got the shots and who's, you know what I'm saying? This is what they do. And to finalize that, it's all these AI killer robots, robot dogs, drones, humanoid robots in your house. They show you that in the show Humans. They're keeping a track, they'll keep tabs on your ass. But you'll be chipped anyway. And then you got the off-the-gridders and stuff like that where they're going to be trying to kill them with their war angels. So, this is where we're at. We're at the end. All right, everything that you've before, and this is the end of it right now. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. Let me get that. You know, all that stuff that, you know, before. We're at the end now. So that's what we're focusing on. Because you got to finish the work. It's going to be one of them ones I'm going to have to type it in. Okay, Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. end of a matter is better than the beginning. Let's see. Better is Ecclesiastes. I don't know why it didn't come out. Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. So we're patient, and a lot of you people out there proud. Walking around proud, like, shit don't stink and up your own. Well, we submit to Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Yeah. So there you have it. We're waiting for the end patiently when he comes to destroy this place, man. And the scripture talks about the pride of the cities. People just walking around, not worshipping the Creator, up their own, full of themselves. It's BS, man. Let's get this. Let's go here. Let's go back here.
That's a fair trade-off. It also charges pretty quickly, so it's not like you'll be stuck waiting around half a day to use it again. Still, there's no built-in system for autonomous battery swapping, something that UB Tech's Walker S2 can actually do. So you'll need to manually plug it in or have a spare battery ready to go. But let's be real, the tech for hot swapping batteries and extended run times already exists. The only reason it's not in here is because they're keeping it affordable. They've clearly made the decision to strip out some of the convenience features in favor of core functionality, which, for early adopters, is the smarter call. And honestly, it's just a matter of time before we see those upgrades trickle into future versions or even as modular add-ons. The foundation is already here. And here's where things get especially interesting. The R1 isn't locked down. It comes with a fully open software development kit, meaning developers can dig into the system and build on top of it. You want to train it to recognize objects, build a new gesture system, turn it into a walking assistant, lab guide, or classroom tutor? You can. You've got access to the robot's motion controls, sensors, camera.
What can't it do? I was reading stuff that it played Bluetooth, it played music and shit. This is come on, man. You know what time we're in, and I'm only 3-4 minutes in. Come on, man. This should make you wake up. Give you say, man, it's a high time to wake up out of sleep. Let me finish this one. Job 20:23. When he's about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh Yahweh Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So he's going to be eating like, yeah, we got this. Let me do something. Like, so we're having them fancy dinners. When he's eating, yeah, look what we've done. We got this new world order, man. These people are chipped. The people, we got the robots, we got the drones, we got the lockdowns, the smart cities, the curfews in place. You know what I'm saying? If people are getting married, it's only through this chip. But most people are dead anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let's fully get this. So they be eating, they want to really enjoy that meal. So you know what I'm saying? You start eating, but then you take a bite of the pizza, but then something happened. Like an earthquake happened, the tables rocking. There was one scene, there was one so-called, there was one nuke movie. Can't remember it, but at the end scene, everyone's eating. Whereas would know it, everyone's eating. Then the nukes are coming, so they just have to like, you know what, we're done. So they're just sitting in the house like eating, knowing that the nukes are coming, and just accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Camera feeds, and voice modules. You can use Python, C++, or even plug into Robot Operating System if you're building something more advanced. That's a huge deal because most robots in this price bracket are walled gardens. Either they're pre-programmed with limited functionality, or you have to reverse engineer your way in. With the R1, Unitree is handing you the keys from day one.
Dreamies.
From day one. So, what you're getting here isn't just a demo unit to watch dance for 5 minutes. You're getting a working, customizable humanoid platform with real world potential. Now, let's talk about the price again, because that's where Unitree really flipped the table. Their older humanoid, the G1, launched last year for $16,000. Their big industrial model, the H1, lists at over $90,000. And yet, here comes the R1 running on similar tech stacks, doing flips and voice commands for under $6,000. For comparison, Tesla's Optimus isn't even out yet, but Elon is aiming for under 20,000 once production scales.
The price of Optimus, I mean, ultimately, I think Optimus is probably like $20,000 or something like that, maybe 30.
Apptronic's Apollo, Boston Dynamics Atlas, Agility Robotics, Digit, Figure 02, they're all sitting way higher. Atlas is...
You know what, that uses meat puppets, man. You watch sitting there watching the stream, asking them about road, and you know what? They're gonna have these in your yard, in your house. Yeah, they're gonna have it, man. Show human shows you that. I might do another video on that. They had the movie and that, yeah. And the game called Detroit, and had the Jake Cat doing in it, acting in that.
Around 100,000. Digit costs up to 250,000 depending on the client. Even cheaper open source options like Hope Jr. are more community projects than real products. So yeah, R1 is completely changing the pricing conversation, and you better believe that's putting pressure on every American and European robot company still figuring out how to make this kind of hardware affordable, because Unitree didn't just make something cheaper, they made something that works. It's agile, balanced, responsive, and honestly kind of scary in how nimble it is for the price. The company's been very clear about the audience, too. This isn't just for robotics labs or car factories. It's not some proof of concept that's going to collect dust on a conference stage. They're selling it to developers, tech enthusiasts, research teams, and even schools. And yes, regular people can buy one too if they want. You don't need to be a corporation or a university with $1 million grant. All you need is a solid reason and a spare $6,000. And people are already thinking about what they can do with it. Maybe it greets visitors in a hotel lobby, helps out with education in schools, or acts as a lightweight research assistant.
So this is where we're at, man. And you know what, I don't have to play anymore. This I've pretty much played it. This is where we're at with this. Get in tune with the prophecies of what's going on. All you're teaching the market to be saying the chip, you have your head. And you know what, you know that we got the truth. All it is, you just fucking know it, alright? Let's just put it like that, blunt. You know. You know that we got the truth, man. So I don't really like using that app. Let's get this. Romans 13:11, and at knowing the time, that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So our salvation is nearer than when we believed. Look at what is going on. Look at you've just been Trump being in, and the Epstein things coming out, and look at the things that's being talked about here. All right, can't get out of this.
In universities, some are
you can't get out of this, man.
Thinking bigger. Home assistants, elder care support, personal companions, entertainment bots. None of those use cases are fully ready.
All right, man. With that, I'm gonna close this one out. Let's say Shadow One.